Hello, Hare Krishna, Samyak. Yes, it started. Piyush, Aryan. Very good evening, all of you. And I know that you're all tensed at this moment, isn't it? Yes, Vasant's meeting after too much time, though that only our scheduling team can answer. Otherwise, by the way, I was working. I think you must have met me in iCat Solutions, isn't it? Yes, there's a lot of long gap among the live sessions, but I am continuously working for you only in the iCat Solutions and in many other ways. Hare Krishna there, Tejaswini, Malik, Satya, and Siampalli, Soeb. Dar ka mahol to hai. Yes, I can see that. I can sense that. Is this class for inception sets? No, these are different sets. Saksham, they are different sets. And I'm sure पहले आपने शायद नहीं किए होंगे. There must be new set for you. And they are good sets, by the way. And yes, LRDI solutions. Yes, you saw you after a long time. At least you saw me. I can't see you people. I can't see people. I think a lot of times when we used to have offline classes, we were able to see students, we were able to see their faces, we were able to sense their feelings, their emotions. But in this online media, at least you can see me and hear me. I am unable to see you. I can just understand your emotions and everything just by your comments and names. Tanuk, hello, good evening. Shravani, what topics are we solving today? It's LRDI Shravani, and it's a mixed things, mainly number-based things, right? And by the way, that will be disclosed very soon when we'll be starting questions. More LRDI session sets. Samyak, I completely agree with you. I think you also and somebody else also posted. I saw that, and I completely agree with that. And by the way, in that continuation only, we are having these questions. So they are not exactly LRDI inception sets. They were the fixed modules. So they are the live sessions, and you are going to get some new sets here. Okay, and good questions. Hare Krishna there, Shivansh and Savitri Pati. Good evening. Level of difficulty, you judge that. Abhigyan, you judge that. I would say they are good set. I have just seen them. So these sessions daily go. I am not sure, Vasant. Yes, I just confirmed that it is mentioned here day 1. So 50 most important LRDI sets we are going to discuss. We are going to cover how many are possible. I don't know. So, but frequency is not daily as per now, as I understand. So at least 2-3 per week, and maybe gradually it will be increasing so as to complete this task, right? So initially at least 2-3 sessions per week would be there for sure. Fine. फोटो के पीछे वाला तो PYQ है शायद. हाँ, वो ऐसे ही लगा दिया है. Don't worry about that. वो ऐसे ही लगा दिया है. Yes, I saw that post, Samyak. Hello, Ashutosh and Nurvashi. Yes, let's start. Thank you for that. I was waiting for that. How long will the class continue? Tejaswini, by schedule, it's around 11 to 1, and it's 11 o'clock already. So let's see how much we will be able to do. How many sets today? That's a good question, Ashutosh. We'll try to solve at least 2 sets, right? At least 2 sets today, and if we'll be able to solve earlier, then it's fine. Otherwise, maximum till 1. We'll be able to finish before that, I'm sure. Okay, निकलेंगे उसके जो टिका रहेगा. Exactly, टिका रहना जरूरी है. Okay, let's start. Yes, Aryan. So I'm really lost in IDA section. Some days I'm able to solve 2 sets correctly, and some days not even set. Don't worry. Continue practicing. I wanted to say one thing before we start. I have seen many such comments. People are afraid, and some I think Samyak and somebody else also said कि डर का माहौल है, something like that, है ना? So as your exam is approaching closer and closer, so this anxiety level is certainly, it's bound to increase. See, whenever you are to perform, there is always a pressure. Right? So what you are supposed to do, how to manage that pressure, how to perform in that tense situation, that is the very important key which you are going to learn in this process on your own, and that will be your growth. That you have grown, you have become a grown-up person now by learning how to behave, how to deal, how to pursue through that tense situation, right? And those who will learn to tackle that, so they will be better person, they will be better version of themselves, right? So that is the only thing. And to help that, it's always best that you remain humble. You are not knower of everything, you are not able to solve everything. Leave questions whenever you get stuck, leave the questions at the examination, but while preparing, tackle everything, try to tackle everything. Fine. And in that sense, डरना नहीं है, हाँ, भगवान भरोसे छोड़ना नहीं है ना. सो वी शुड टेक शेल्टर ऑफ द लॉर्ड, बट छोड़ना नहीं है, करना खुद ही है. भगवान थोड़े ना आपके लिए करने वाले हैं, राइट? सो भगवान ने आपको भेजा करने के लिए, यू आर सपोज टू डू दैट, बट यस, टेक ब्लेसिंग्स फ्रॉम द लॉर्ड, राइट? दैट इज वेरी मच रिक्वायर्ड. ठीक है, लेट्स स्टार्ट. Okay, in between there will be certain ads as well. So let me start. And okay, before starting the first set, so there's an information for all of you for CAT 25 crash course. So those who haven't joined yet, you can join it. So I'm getting aside, you can take a screenshot if required. And basically all the details will be available in our website as well. So many modules are included and there is a price cut as well. So you can take benefit of this. Okay, I'm moving to the first set. And here's the information. I'm reading it along with all of you. I'm reading it all along with you. Now, see here, read with me properly, and after that, I'm going to give you 10 minutes for that. Okay? So, first, let's read it together. It says, a high-stake trivia quiz between 4 friends, A, B, C, and D. In the quiz, a participant is asked, a quiz is conducted between these 4 friends. Now, in the quiz, a participant is asked 3 questions successively and then followed by next participant. When all have finished one such round, the process is repeated. It is mandatory to answer all questions. If a question is answered correctly, 15 points are given to that participant. If the answer is wrong, 5 points each are given to the other participants. That means all other participants. The participant who gets 200 points first wins the quiz and the quiz ends. Now, Babita got 200, Chavi 150, Amit 115 and Diksha 135 points. And out of the questions asked, a total of 20 questions were answered incorrectly. That's all. That is the information here. So, there are 5 questions following this information. There are 5 questions following this information. So that questions we will see afterwards. So, but what you are supposed to do right now, so you are to try to identify, I hope you are listening, please listen carefully. You are to identify the who is the first person who has been asked the questions, then who is the second, who is third, who is fourth, how many questions did they answer, how many correct, how many incorrect, right? That is all information we require to answer the questions. So see, it is not mentioned here that these 4 persons have been asked the questions in that order. No, right? So who is asked the questions at the first step, and then who is the second person, who is the third person, and so on, that you are supposed to identify. Okay? Now I am giving you starting your timer. So it's 23:13 in my system's watch. I'm giving you exactly 10 minutes. 23:23. अरे वाह, सही बन गया 23:23. So please start and let's see. After that we shall discuss. There are 5 questions. I will show you afterwards. The questions are 1 on each slide that I will show you afterwards. First, take 10 minutes to identify whatever you can identify. Now I am stopping to speak. If there's any confusion, Rahi Chaudhary, you are late. Don't worry, we have just started. This is the first set and I've just started the timer. You have 10 minutes to read it carefully and try to decipher whatever you can. जो भी आप इसे पता कर सकते हो, try to identify. After that, we will check out the questions. ठीक है, your time has already started. Okay, so your scheduled time up to 23:23 is up, right? And I can see only 2-3 students are asking for questions, and rest many are looking for clue. How did we start? And I can see Malik has answered something different than others. Others, many of them were saying Amit, option A, option A. But I can see Malik has written option. There are 5 questions. See here, there are 5 questions. I just shown you 3. I will showing you other questions now. So Malik has written answer C for first question. Piyush also is writing C. But others have written option A. Ayushman also is writing option A for the first one. Okay, but I completely agree with this Samyak. How did you start? Socha kaise? See, so somebody is saying D as well, and it cannot be determined. Shreyas he also says C. Okay, Piyush Singh ji bhi C keh rahe hain. And Sia is saying it's a second question ke liye, Diksha third ke liye. Okay, let's see, let's check out. See, this is a good question, and yes, you may have seen similar question earlier also. This is a good question based on numbers. And somebody was, I saw some comments. One student was saying that I was expecting more information. So it appears like that information is missing, or some more things are to be known to us so that we can proceed. But whatever information is being provided, based on that we need to try to deduce. Even if there are multiple cases, then also we need to see based on the given information only. So for that, what is the first most important task? We need to see what is given, right? Kya cheezein given hai, and based on that, what different information can you deduce? What different things can you deduce, right? So, but before everything, all these things, before starting, total question कितने आए? अभी बात करते हैं. रुको श्रवणी रुको wait. Yes, 40 is correct answer for that. Play correct answer, incorrect answer, exactly. Total question, total point in mention my table. Yes, let's do that. So, but before that, I wanted to tell one more thing which I started before starting this question. So, as many people get tense at this moment of time, so there's very nice verse in Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, first chapter, Srimad Bhagavatam, canto 1, chapter 1, text 14. It talks about the fear. So it says how when one takes shelter of the Supreme Lord by chanting His names, so the fear gets away. It says, apanna samsritim ghoram yannama vivasho grinan tata sadyo vimuccheta yadvibheti swayam bhayam. So even if unconsciously or unwillingly or unknowingly chants the names of the Supreme Lord, so what happens? The result is that even fear personified is afraid. So you can always relax. So that's why it's very important that we take the blessings from the Supreme Lord and we chant the names of the Lord. That is always going to make you happy, make you think in the right perspective. Okay, so never miss that. So this is a hint for all of you, and it is panacea for all problems, for all ages, for all times. Right? All other things will come and go, but this is the panacea for all problems. Never miss that. Right? So I will recite the verse again. So apanna sansritim ghoram. Apanna means troublesome situations. Sansriti means this world. In this world, everyone is surrounded by troublesome situations. तो आपन्न संस्कृतिम घोराम, घोर समस्याएं, घोर problems, not troublesome problems. Yannama vivasho grinan. But if one chants the names of the Lord, vivasham, even forcefully, unwillingly, unknowingly, so what happens? So tata sadyo vimuccheta, so one immediately becomes free from that fear. Yantvibheti swayam bhayam, because the fear personified is afraid of the Supreme Lord. That's the thing. Fine. Okay, let's come to the question now. So as I was saying that whatever information is given, so sometimes what happens, we only see what is written. We need to understand the things which are not written directly. That is also very much required. So let's read it once again. So we know that there are 4 persons A, B, C, D, and they are participating in this game. And we can see that every participant is asked 3 questions successively. तो लगातार तीन क्वेश्चन पूछे जाएंगे every person, and then followed by the next participant. So first participant will be asked 3 questions, then second participant, then third, and so on. So when all have finished one such round, the process is repeated. So it is very clear. But it is not known to us who is the first person who is being asked the questions and how many questions have been asked, as some of you were discussing that. Let's check that. Let's check that now. So it says it is mandatory to answer all questions. So that means no person is allowed to skip any question. Every person is to answer, right? That is confirmed. So questions would be asked and every person is bound to answer the questions. Now the answer may be correct or incorrect. So if question is answered correctly, what is going to happen? 15 points, right? So let's check out this. I'm writing this. So correct question ke liye how many points are being distributed? 15 points. Is that fine? For correct question, correctly answered question, 15 points are being distributed to the person who answered correctly. Can you tell me when a question is answered wrongly or incorrectly, if the answer is wrong, so then how many points are being distributed? Can you tell me that? This is a question to all of you. I repeat the question to all of you. When a question is answered correctly, 15 points are being distributed. That is directly mentioned. So, but when a person answers a question wrongly, then how many points are being distributed? Thank you for that, Urvi, and I hope that you follow the advice. And thank you all of them. Many of you have commented. I was not able to see. Yes, exactly. 3 into 5, that is 15 again. Excellent, excellent. So 5 points are distributed to all the 3 remaining persons. I have written the word. When I was speaking, I mentioned that, and I have written that also. So all the persons, right? So 5 to each of the 3. That means again 15 points. So basically, whatever be the situation, every question is worth 15 points, right? Now 15 points, recipient may be different persons. So who answered correctly, that person is a recipient of the 15 points. And if a question is answered wrongly, then the other 3 persons are recipient of the 5 points each. That means in all again 15 points. यहाँ तक ठीक है? आगे चलते हैं. यहाँ तक बात ठीक है? यहाँ तक बात समझ में आ गई है? So now, if we see, continue this part. So if the answer is wrong, 5 points each are given to all the other participants. Now the participant who gets 200 points wins, that's fine, and the quiz ends. That means whoever is going to, wherever the quiz is going to end, at that moment somebody is going to complete his or her 200 points. That's the whole situation. Let's see now. So it is clearly mentioned Babita got 200 points. Let me write Babita got 200 points. Let me write the complete name. पूरा नाम लिख लेते हैं. So Babita got 200 points. I don't know how many correct, what has situation, I don't know. Chavi got 150. Chavi, Chavi got 150 points. Then Amit 115 and Diksha 135. Let me write in that decreasing order. So Diksha 135, I'm writing first Diksha 135, and this Amit got 115. Fine. So I have just written what is given to us. But now let's add this. What is the total points? I think many of you must have done that. So total points kitne hue? So 5 and 5 0, 1 carry, 1 and 5 6, 6 and 3 9, and 1 10 0 again, 1 carry, and 2 plus 1 3, 4 5 6. So this is 600 points. Can you tell me total how many questions were there? Exactly. Wonderful, Shravani. Wonderful. So 600 points, and we have just concluded that every question is going to give you 15 points. Whoever is going to be recipient. So whatever be the case, so we can easily figure out that 600 divided by 15, that is the total number of questions, that is 40. Till this point, is it clear to everyone? ठीक है ना? There are exactly 40 questions. I don't know, are you able to see that 40? I think it is hidden under the logo. At least on my screen, I can see that logo is hiding that 40. Anyhow, so you understand that this is 40 questions. Clear to everyone? Okay, so before I proceed further, there is one more last sentence here. It says, out of the questions asked, a total of 20 questions were answered incorrectly. Right? So out of total questions that we have seen, 40 questions are there. So among the 40 questions, 20 questions were answered incorrectly or wrongly, it clearly means 20 questions were answered correctly because total of 40, है ना? So let me write here only. So exactly 20 questions have been answered correctly and 20 questions have been answered wrongly. Is that fine? Yes, Urvashi, good. Yes, Samyak. Now I'm moving to that part only. So 3 question वाले 13 sets बनेंगे and 1 question extra exactly. Okay, Sia is now confirmed. My old data correct. Very nice, Sia. Very nice. Let's check out. So till this point, is there any doubt? Yes, now it seems doable. Yes. So see, I haven't done anything extra. But only thing is that, as I was saying, so sometimes we read only what is written. We need to read what it intends to. है ना? So these things we have done. Everything is clear? No doubt? Okay. ये no sir का मतलब क्या है? No doubt? Or not understood? I should ask the question correctly. Is there any doubt in anything? No doubt. Okay, no doubt. Thank you for that. Sometimes we ask question wrongly, है ना? आपकी गलती नहीं है, मैं question पूछा ये से था ना, confuse हो गया क्या लिखें. It's fine. No doubt. Nice. Okay, so I'm proceeding further. So अभी क्या करना है? So with this information that there are total 40 questions. So whoever is first person, I don't know, but let me write. So first person, second person, third person, fourth person, right? Who is this first person? Whether A, B, C, O, D, I don't know that. We will try to figure it out. But there are 4 persons. Now first person would be asked 3 questions. Then it's turn of second person who is going to be asked 3 questions. Then fourth person, a third person, then fourth person, right? So 12 questions. Again in the next round, again 12 questions. Then again 12 questions, that makes it 36 questions, right? And total there are 40 questions. So after 36, there are 3 more, that is 39. And this second person will be asked 1 more question, that is the 40th question. And the process stops here, right? The process stops here. ठीक है ना? Now, I have understood that out of these 4 persons, 1 person is there who has been asked 12 questions, right? There is 1 person out of these 4 who has been asked 10 questions and the other 2 persons have been asked 9 questions each. Arpit Babu, you can I think rewind the video, है ना? शायद you can scroll back and you can rush fast to wherever we are. We just started discussing, by the way. Till this point it is fine. So 1 question has been has answered 12 questions. Another person has answered 10 questions and the remaining 2 persons have answered 9 questions each. Now we are still to determine that how many correctly and how many incorrectly answers have been provided, है ना? How many questions have been answered by a person correctly or how many are incorrectly? That's what we still need to identify. Now what we can do, now let's see, very important thing. ध्यान से सुनो सभी लोग, ध्यान से समझना. Which color is remaining with me now? I can use white. Okay, let me use white now. I'm using white color. I think I would like to keep some space. Okay, यहीं से match कर लेंगे. इनको बाद में match कर लेंगे कौन किससे match करता है. So I'm using this space now. Now try to understand very carefully. Babita is the second person. Maybe Urvita, don't rush randomly. Let's try to identify logically. ध्यान से काम करते हैं सारा. Okay. Let's talk about this first person now. This first person has answered 12 questions, right? This first person has answered 12 questions. So, these all 12 questions may be correct also, may be wrong also. It can be mixture also, right? So, let's assume that out of these 12, I'm assuming that out of these 12, let's say some n number of questions have been answered wrongly. I repeat, I'm assuming that out of these 12 questions, let's say n number of questions have been answered wrongly. Is that okay? Are you getting my point? Okay, I repeat, I'm assuming that out of these 12 questions, right now I'm talking about this first person. So this first person has answered 12 questions. Out of that, let's assume n number of questions have been answered wrongly. Then how many correctly answers has been provided by this first person? 12 minus n. ठीक है ना? And how many points this person is going to get for each correct answer? That is 15. So I'm multiplying it with 15. So 12 minus 9 multiply with 15. Is this person going to get any other points? Now this is a question to all of you. This first person, I'm assuming this first person answered n questions correctly out of 12. So 12 minus n are correct, right? And for each correct answer, this person is going to get 15 points. That is fine. So is this person going to get some other points? Of course, yes. So my question is, how many more points this person is going to get? You tell me that. Yes, exactly, wrong by others. Very nice, Saloni. जो बाकी लोगों के गलत आंसर हुए exactly कितने होंगे वो? How many? How many? That's perfectly fine. जो बाकी लोगों ने गलत आंसर की हैं, the other persons have answered wrongly. For on their behalf, this person is going to get more points. But how many? अच्छा, let me give you a hint. नहीं दीपक बाबा, yes, सही तो है, सही, yes दीपक, exactly. All right दीपक, all right, exactly. Yes सम्यक, into 5 करना भूल गए. Exactly, Karan Garwal, बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया. Many of you are able to deduce that. Now let's hear. So we have seen that, we have assumed that this person attempted n questions wrongly, right? So n questions wrongly is done by this person. So the others combined, they must have done remaining questions wrongly. So total wrong questions are 20. So the others must have attempted 20 minus n questions wrongly, right? And for each of those incorrect answers, this person is going to receive 5 points, isn't it? So that is the total score of this first person. That is the total score of this person. Is this clear? Please check once again. If there is any confusion, you can ask me. And if it is clear, then please write yes. I'm asking clearly now. So this is the total points received by this first person, where we have assumed that this person answered n questions wrongly. So if it is confirmed, it is clear to all of you that this is the total score, total points received by this first person. So please write yes, it's clear. And if there is any confusion, you can ask. Hi, yes, Samad. Agreed. आदित्य सांगनाल जी चाहते हैं हम फिर से एक्सप्लेन करें. यस आदित्य, तो ध्यान से सुनिए देवियों सज्जनों. So this every person is going to get points for correct answers by that person and wrong by others. Correct answers by self and wrong answers by others. Right? ये बात ठीक है? And every person is going to receive points because of the questions answered correctly by the person himself or herself, and wrongly answered by others, right? For wrongly answered by others, the person is going to get 5 points each, and for correctly answered by self, the person is going to get 15 points each, right? In this case, this first person answered 12 questions. I assumed that this person answered not all questions correctly, only 12 minus n correctly. So n questions this person has answered wrongly. So others are going to answer 20 minus n questions wrongly, because total wrong answers was 20. ठीक है ना? It should be very clear. Aditya, is it okay? At least मुझे तो मजा आ रहा है जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ. I'm finding it very clear now. Is it clear? There should not be any confusion. And basically, you know, we are just solving one question, but most importantly, we are trying to what should I say? We are trying to create the thought process. We are trying to create the thought process, right? How we are supposed to think at the time of examination. ठीक है? Okay, let's add it. Let's add it. How much we are going to get it? Simplify, please. Everyone, simplify this and see what you are going to get here. If I add all this, this is 12 times 15, that is 180, है ना? That is just 180 plus 100, that makes it 280. And n terms are negative only, so 15n and 5n, that makes it 20n. And by the way, if you remember, n is a number of wrong answers. Yes, all right, Deepak, all right. Now we need to find out that what can be the value of n. See, you know that total scores can be one of these 4 only. Now please, it's your turn. Please identify 280 minus 20n can be equal to 200 or 150 or 135 or 150. Remember that n is a number of wrongly answered questions, and the upper limit is it can't be more than 12. Please identify and tell me. Okay, Sia has come up with everything. Very nice, Sia. And by the way, you have already mentioned that your table which you created was all satisfying. Very nice. Excellent, Vavaswat ji. Vavaswat is a nice name. Vavaswat Manu. You know, Vavaswat, this name comes in Bhagavad Gita as well. Imam Vivasvate Yogam Proktavan Aham Abhyayam. Chapter 4, verse 2 or 1 or 2, I guess. Okay, yes, 200 is the right. Yes, Aditya, very nice. 200 ही आ पाएगा. Very nice, सम्यक. पहले तो बोल रहा था शुरू कैसे करूं. Now you are reaching up to values. Very nice. See, 280 minus 20 and n is an integer here. It cannot be ending in 5. That is for sure, right? Because n is an integer. So this is a multiple of 10. This is a multiple of 10. So these two values are certainly out of contention. At max, you need to check these two values. And you can very easily see, if you take it to be 150, then n doesn't come out to be an integer. So it should satisfy this 200 only. So when you make it 200, n comes out to be 4. Yes. Is it fine? Okay, I can see many of you. Piyush Singh also has written the complete thing. Very nice. Okay, Siya ji ka data khatam ho gaya. Koi baat nahi, Siya, you have sold it. Very nice. Is it okay? Clear to everyone? So we can easily see that this 280 minus 20n, it cannot be equal to 135 or 115 because this expression is going to be a multiple of 10 because n is an integer. When multiplied with 20, it will always end in 0 only. Okay? Now, if you equate it to 150, let me write both the cases. Let me write both the cases so that you can easily verify. So, if it is equal to 150, what happens then? So, this 20n, so in this case, we get this 20n on the other side, 150 ko yahan le aate hain. So, 280 minus 150 would be 130. So, 130 should be equal to 20n or n comes out to be 13 by 2. Not possible. Not possible. Right? So, 150 is not possible. So, it has to be 200 only. ठीक है ना? And 200, if I put it to be 200, if I put it equal to 200, so what happens? So 20n would be equal to 80 and n will be equal to 80 by 20, that is 4. It certainly satisfies. Okay? So it is confirmed now. So this first person is Babita having 200 points, right? So let me connect that. So this first person is certainly Babita, and we also got to know that Babita answered 4 questions wrongly, isn't it? Let me write here only. So Babita answered 4 questions wrongly. I'm crossing it. And how many correct? 8 correct. So let me write 8 correct. Is it fine? Is it clear to everyone? Please write yes if it is clear. If there is any question, you can write. Good. Good, good, good. And now you understood the whole process. So what we are supposed to do, we are to do the similar exercises with other part as well. Now let's do that quickly. I'm erasing this part. This was for the first person who has answered 12 questions, and we have understood that this could be only this person Babita, and who is the winner finally basically. Dev Dahiya, I don't find this kind of analysis to be very helpful in your preparation, whether you rate the set as moderate or easy or hard. If you are able to solve it, you may rate it easy. And if you are not having any clue, you may rate it hard as well. It is subjective to different persons. So leave that, I think. Okay. Urvush, yes, आगे बढ़ते हैं. Yes, so all of you can continue on your own also, and I'm also writing it here. So I'm erasing this. This is clear to all of you. It's very nice, and I'm going to do the same exercises for this second, third, and fourth person also. So basically, let's do for the second person first. The second person has answered 10 questions. So now same thing. So out of 10, let's assume n questions have been answered wrongly. So 10 minus n are correct. So this person is going to get 15 for that. And remaining 20 minus n has been done wrongly by others, so he's going to receive 5 points for each of them, right? So let's add them, see what happens. So this comes out to be 150 plus 100, that makes it 250, and minus 15 and minus 5, that makes it minus 20n. So again it is going to end in 0 multiple of 10 and there's only one possible value, it's 150. So it has to be 150 only, right? Because n needs to be a positive integer, number of questions. Yes, so it has to be 150 only. So let's simplify this. So 250 minus 150 comes out to be 100. So 100 is equal to 20n, which means n comes out to be 5. That means the second person has answered 5 questions wrongly out of 10. So out of 10, 5 questions wrongly, so 5 correct. Hai na? So let me connect them as well. So this 150 wala person is certainly the second person. His name is Chavi, and Chavi has answered 10 questions, out of which 5 are wrong. So 5 correct and 5 wrong. Is it okay? Clear? That's a good question. Good question. I was expecting that. So Yogita Parashar has asked the one question. She says that if Babita got 200 points, that's as we have identified here. So then why the quiz should end with one more question asked by the second person? So it means, now please, that's a good question. Can you answer this? Let me repeat what question Yogita is asking. Yogita is saying कि अगर 200 पॉइंट इसको मिले हैं, बबीता जी को ये जीत गई है, तो इसके बाद एक और क्वेश्चन क्यों आंसर देना पड़ा इस सेकंड पर्सन को, यानी कि छवि को? It means at this moment Babita has not completed her target of 200 points, but the moment Chavi answered this last question, Babita got points, isn't it? It confirms that Chavi ने ये last question गलत आंसर दिया है, and that gave 5 points to Babita to complete her total score of 200, which also means that Babita must have got 195 score at this point, right? Babita must have got 195 points at this 195 score at this point. ठीक है ना? Yes, exactly. ठीक है जी योगिता जी. I hope you understood. Let's continue. So this part we already identified. Now this third person and fourth person both have done 9 questions only. So our equation is going to be same, of course, right? Our equation is going to be same, but they are to be equated with 135 and 115. That is the only difference. So let's see what happens. So I'm erasing this part. Okay, so I'm erasing this part now. Let's work with this third and fourth persons who have answered 9 questions. So out of 9, same way, let's assume that n number of questions have been answered wrongly. So 9 minus n into 15 plus 20 minus n into 5. ठीक है ना? And let's continue same. 15 9s are 135. 135 plus 100 makes it 235. That is equal to 235 minus 20n. Now there are 2 cases whether it is equal to 135 or 115. Let me write both of them. So it is either equal to 135 or 115. Right? Let's solve them and tell me the possible values of n. So in this case, what is the value of n, and here what is the value of n? Let me check as well. So 235 minus 135 would be 100. So 20n is 100, n is 5. So in this case, n is 5. And in the second case, 235 minus 115 would be 120. 120 by 20 would be 6. N is equal to 6. That's it. And n is 5 or 6. Yes, now it could be anyone, Diksha or Amit, that we can't deduce now. Malum nahi, hai na? So we can't deduce. So we can't be sure who is a third person or who is fourth person among Diksha and Amit. So there could be anyone, right? They could be in any position. So what should I say? I should say like that only. Both of these two are going to be in these 2 positions. But who is at third position, who is at fourth position, I am not sure. But it is confirmed now that 135 wale ne, see, this is confirmed, right? So 135 wale ne 5 questions galat kiye hain. Out of 9 questions, 5 are wrong, 4 is correct. 4 are correct. And same way for this person Amit, 115 wale ne, usne 6 wrong kiye hain and 3 correct kiye hain. Fine. So basically we got for every person that how many questions they are attempted correctly and how many wrongly, and we also got to know the that first person is Babita and second is Chavi, but for regarding third and fourth, that is not clear. Is it fine? So that's it. So whatever information was there and whatever the missing things were there, so we have tried to identify whatever maximum we could. So we have identified rather everything except the order of this third and fourth person. Please check out once again and see if there's any point. If there's any point where you feel confused, we can repeat that, because after that we shall move to the questions. Aryan says, I guess आयुष्मान ने भी वही गलती करी थी जो मैंने करी थी. जाने दो, गलती मत करो, ये सीखो बस, right? Urvi is saying something. Chavi answered last question wrong. हाँ ठीक है, yes, that point we have discussed already. Please check out everyone. If there is any confusion, you can ask the question. If it is clear, then you can write yes, clear, or whatever way you wish. But I want confirmation from you that it is clear to all of you. Savitri Pati ji कह रही हैं nice set, okay, and approach is important, of course. हाँ, क्वेश्चन अभी दिखाते हैं पीयूष. अभी just wait for a while, and we shall move to the questions now. How many questions per day, sir? Surya Teja ji, 2 sets we are going to discuss. I told in the beginning. I think you may have joined late. So this is the first set, which is about to end. We are just going to spend maybe at max 5 more minutes on this, and then we shall move to the second set. There are 2 sets to be done today. Okay, Ajay ji, how to frame equation if we take n to be the number of questions and answer correctly? भाई साहब, उसमें क्या फर्क पड़ने वाला है यार? That is same thing. अजय बाबू, ये n मैंने यहाँ पे wrong माना है, सही मान लो यार, उससे क्या फर्क पड़ने वाला है? Similar thing you have to write. That will not be any difficulty. That is not a source of difficulty. You can solve that, I think. Aryan, अब नहीं होगी गलती. Good Aryan. Yes, that's a good determination, good resolution. It's like word problem into equation. Yes, clear. So the set for the first time, इसलिए got lost. No issues, Samyak. It's good thing that at least you have seen it now and you have understood also. I hope you have understood. Yes, next time you should be able to handle. Good. Important set topics for LRDI. आप सूर्य जी आप पूछ रहे हैं ये बात. Important set topics. There are no topics. Every topic is important. Why can't we confirm the position of whom? Satya Velanki, you are talking about these 2 persons. So how can you tell? You tell me. I am not able to deduce anything. See, can you tell the positions of Diksha and Amit? Who is at the 3rd position? Who is at the 4th position? At this moment, I don't find any clue for that. At this moment, we don't find any clue for that. Maybe something in questions it would be given, maybe. Otherwise, right now, I don't see any clue for that. Riya Gawande ji is asking, sir, correct question कैसे आए हैं एक बार please बताएं. So, madam, गलत question आ गए तो सही भी आ गए ना, because we knew that total number of questions attempted by the person, answered by the person is 12 or 10 or 9 or 9. So, if you got to know the wrong answers, you got to know the correct answers as well. ठीक है? हाँ, Urvil, yes, I can read that name. Weightage of LRDI set बता दो sir, like Venn diagram. अरे बाबा सूर्या बाबू, ऐसा नहीं है. There is no weightage like that. There is no such weightage like that. Okay, I'm moving to questions now. And regarding these questions, which topic has which weightage? Sometimes many students have that thing in their notion. So see, you are not new to CAT now, and if you are new to CAT still, I would suggest you please go through the previous year's question papers. You will get to know yourself. There is no weightage for any topic, right? In certain year, you can find out many questions from known topics, familiar topics. In certain another years, you will find that there is not a single set from your favorite topic, right? Linear arrangement topic ही नहीं है, question ही नहीं है. Circular arrangement question ही नहीं है, है ना? So there is no fixed weightage for any particular topics. Fine. Okay, moving further, moving to the questions now. So this is what we have deduced. So right now we have been unable to deduce the position of Diksha and Amit because nothing. But because of this analysis, we have got to know that how many correct and how many wrong answers they have given. Okay, I'm moving to the questions now. Let's move to the questions. Okay, here's the first question. Who was asked the first question in the quiz? Can we answer that? Yes. Yes, we have answered that. First question, who is the first person? The first person is Babita, right? The correct answer is certainly option C, Babita, right? I'm writing C. Let me write C here. मैं कहाँ लिखूँ? C यहाँ लिखता हूँ. I'm writing the top here. What are the correct answers? So first question के लिए answer is C, right? Answer for the first question is C. ठीक है. Moving to the second question. who answered the maximum number of questions incorrectly. See, maximum number of incorrect questions, yeah, wrong answers, maximum number of wrong answers. So let's check out our detail here. Yes, we have identified that. So maximum number of wrong answers are given by Amit, isn't it? It is certainly Amit. So let's answer the second question. This option A, that is Amit. So I'm writing at the front. So the second question's answer is A, option A, that is Amit. Okay, let's move further. So 1, 2, 3. This is the third question. It says how many questions did Amit answer correctly? Abhi to dekha tha na, 6 questions he answered wrongly. Out of 9, 6 are wrong. So 3 are correct. Surya Tejaji first is asking something. How many sets to do per day? Any suggestion also? Anybody? Surya, as many as possible. I don't know, but I would suggest you leave these petty issues. Solve as many questions as you can do. That would be beneficial. Yes, 3 is the correct answer here. 3 is the correct answer because 6 are wrong. So certainly 3 are correct because he attempted total 9 questions. So answer here is 3. Let me write. So this for the third question, answer is 3. Okay, let's verify also. Yes, so 6 incorrect and 3 correct. Moving to the next question now. So 1, 2, 3 and okay, again information for this CAT 25 crash course. Fourth question, how many questions did Chavi answer correctly? I don't remember. Chavi answered correctly. Let's check back. Chavi answered correctly. So Chavi answered correctly. It's 5, right? 5 questions. 5 questions have been answered correctly and 5 are wrong. So ठीक है, तो answer is 5. This is a theta question. So we need to write the answer. It's 5. Let's move back to the fourth question. 1, 2, 3, 4. This answer is 5. And moving to last question of this set now. Oh, it is again theta question. How many questions did Amit answer? Amit ne answer kitne kiye hain? So that is 9 that we already done, right? Amit was among the last, third and fourth position. So Amit has certainly answered 9 questions. Yes. So that's it. So answer to this last question here is 9. It looks like a code CA359. Anyhow, so that was this set and I hope it should be clear. Yes, CA359. So these are the right answers for the 5 questions of this set. Is it okay? Clear to everyone? Surya ji, I have trouble with time management to cover all sessions. Surya, that's what I am saying. There are no favorite topics of CAT. You practice. Don't expect that questions will be coming from this particular topic or that, because it is not a school exam. It's not a college exam. It's not a college exam, right? A CAT just checks whether your doors and windows of your hard disk, your processing system, this brain is working or not. All right? That's the only thing. सेफ का कोड लग रहा है. ये इंद्रजीत सिंह जी का सेफ का कोड है, खोल लो खजाना मिलेगा. Okay, got only 1 correct for the 3 questions. ठीक है, but anyhow, I hope now your mind, yes, दिमाग खुल गया ना? Right. Fine. So, चलें आगे. So moving to the next set, we'll get it right next time. Yes, so that's the resolve I want from all of you, that your objective should be to answer the questions correctly. See, spending more time is not harmful, but doing the question faster with uncertainty whether it is correct or incorrect, that is very risky. Why do you want to take that unnecessary risk, right? So spend some 2-3 minutes, 5 minutes extra, but be sure that what you have done is correct, right? So that will always be very, very helpful. It will always be very helpful. Okay, moving. Surya, you are saying me to do 3 sets per day, or you want to solve 3 sets per day yourself? If you want to do it yourself, that's very nice. I'm happy with that. But don't command to me. I'm ordered to discuss 2 sets for the day. Anyhow, yes, happy morning. 12 baj gaye. Okay, let's proceed. I'm moving to the next set now. So Let's check out. Okay, here's the next set, and again this is the entire information. I think there is no confusion here. There should not be any confusion. Please read it carefully, and there will be again questions based on that. Again, I think 5 questions are there. So questions I will show you afterwards, and let's have a quick overview. It says 250 students from a college participated in a coding hackathon. The mandate was to have a language among C++ and Python, and a code editing software among VS Code and Jupyter Notebook. Each student used at least one language between the two and had at least one editing software among the two. And the following table provides the number of students for any combination of language and editing software that they used. Okay, it's about this table is about the combination. Okay, so combination you can see on this horizontal and vertical axis here. Fine. So of course questions are going to be that only regarding their combinations. So which person or how many persons are opting for this particular language or this particular software and so on. Fine. Okay, I hope it is simple sets. So I am giving you again 10 minutes and this is 0004 in my system's watch. I am giving you exactly 10 minutes. This is a solving time. So please try to identify whatever you can with this part. And after that, there are 5 questions, I guess, 4 or 5 questions. I think 5 questions are there. Yes, some of you are suggesting. Excellent is suggesting Venn set. Okay. You can use Venn diagram, of course. That's totally up to you. So whenever somebody asks for questions, I can move further to show you questions. But right now, please start solving. Timer has already started, by the way. questions I have already shown Piyush. I think you can rewind the video that will show you the questions just 2-3 minutes ago. Let me show you once again. There are 5 questions. I'm going through all the questions. You can just change your video slide and find all the questions. Right now I'm showing the questions. And to answer Arpit is asking, is a one shot or marathon session? Arpit, they are the special sessions for LRDI sets, some top 50 LRDI sets. And this will be covered in the coming days. And frequency would be, I think, about 2 to 3 sessions and initially, and it would be increasing. And before that, there is a comment by, I think, Rahi. I don't know you are here or not. So Rahi wrote that I do not get how to start these kind of sets. Practice is the only key, Rahi. Always there will be sets, especially in LRDI part, which will be totally new for you. So as I said earlier, we are just learning how to develop the thought process. We are not discussing any particular type of questions or something, because CAT is infamous, you can say, for creating new kind of questions. ठीक है Rahi? So CAT is famous for creating new kind of questions. So this situation which you are facing right now, it will always be there. So just learn to develop that thought process कि सोचना कैसे है, क्या क्या सोच सकते हैं, कैसे कैसे सोच सकते हैं. That's the only thing. And if you get something familiar, that is for your advantage. Take benefit of that. Okay, by the way, everyone, 2 more minutes to go in the scheduled time which we fixed up. I haven't got any answers yet. Time is up. Do you need more time? In the last set, some of you said that don't know how to start, but this time nobody said like that. If you need more time, please write. Okay, 2 minutes. थोड़ा सा और चाहिए. Okay, fine. So I'm giving you 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. If application class and this or any iQuanta series on YouTube is live and overlapping, which one to attend? Good question, Orville. I am also confused because our scheduling team has so many events to conduct. So I'm also sometimes get confused. I also get confused. What is happening? I don't know. So many things are there. So anyhow, the recorded sessions are always there. You can watch afterwards as well. So it's totally your call. So see, objective is that you get better practice. That's it. So if you feel more comfortable in application class, that's fine. and if you feel more comfortable in any live session with the faculty members, then go for that. So I won't suggest, I can't recommend you to leave any one of them. But yes, because of time constraints, you may have to leave. So I would prefer that, I would suggest that whatever you're comfortable with, go with that. Okay, Aryan Agarwal is the first one to answer all the questions. I don't remember the answers, Aryan. I had not solved actually. I will be solving with you, but TK is fine. And by the way, if you wish to match the answers, options are there. Acha, you must have noted the options as well. Okay, so you are saying 50, 24. All of them are in the options, maybe. Third question you haven't answered, I guess. 18 is not there. And yes, 18 is the fourth question. And the fifth question, 107 is also not there in the option. अच्छा फोर्थ का था 107 तो क्या किया यार अच्छा थर्ड नहीं आंसर किया आपने you haven't answered third, this is fourth and fifth का आंसर ऑप्शन में नहीं है पता नहीं क्या किया है हाँ sequence is mismatched okay no issues you must have got all the things properly in the place after that answer is secondary thing answer we can do it अच्छा 107 शायद इसमें था क्या हाँ ओके yes 107 I have what this is there in this question okay Aryan has done and he has answered as well and I'm waiting for a few more answers somebody was saying Samyak what is the situation and kahange Sia Malpani ji have you been able to do something and others okay Rick has also done good Ria ji has done let's start okay Chika fine many of you have done so those who are still in between in the process let's continue let's discuss together and let's identify okay Sia Malpani goes start so abhi nahi kar pai hai anyway let's do here let's do it together acha by the way how did you start kaise karna hai bhai this is the information here so how to start Samyak, yes, you are still in process. Okay, you can continue. But anyone can suggest, yes, Venn diagram, exactly. And kitne set wala Venn diagram banega? There are 4 things, so 4 set Venn diagram, right? So because there are 4 things under consideration, there are 2 languages and there are 2 coding softwares. So 4 set Venn diagram, and I'm sure all of you are very familiar with the 4 set Venn diagram, that how to draw it. So if anyone is unfamiliar, so what you are supposed to do, first draw a 3x3 grid. You can draw a square for that and then make 2 vertical lines and 2 horizontal lines to divide this grid, divide this square into 9 parts, and after that just put semicircles over 2 adjacent squares like this. So now this is one set, so rectangle mounted by semicircle, so this is one set, and same way this is another set, right? So this rectangle mounted by this set, and same with these will be 2 sets here. So let me put a semicircle here and another semicircle here. Okay, so this one complete, this is one set, this is second set, and this one is third set, and this is fourth set. So those who are familiar, you know it already, and if you are not familiar, so that is the way. Okay, vada pav isko vada pav bolte hain kya? Acha nice set, Riya is saying nice set. Okay, अच्छा ही बात है. Okay, so let me write now. So this is C++, Python, VS Code, and Jupyter. So let me write their names. So this set, let's name it C++. So this set C++ has 8 regions, right? 8 regions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now this another set that let's call it Python. So this one is Python. थोड़ा सा साइड में लिख लेते हैं. So this is Python. So again, Python has 8 regions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here also we are having 8 sets in each of these sets. So VS Code, so let's name this one as VS Code, and this last one as Jupyter. Fine. Okay. So let me read once again. It says 250 students from a college participated in a coding hackathon. The total 250 students are there. So I'm writing it here. The total 250 log hain. Badhiya. Now the mandate was to have a language among C++ and Python. So these two are languages. So those who are not familiar, you can mention that as well. These are the languages, C++ and Python. And code editing software. So these are the softwares. So code editing softwares. So these two, both of them, VS Code and Jupyter, so they are the code editing softwares. So among VS Code and Jupyter Notebook. Now each student used at least one language between C++ and Python. That means if there is any person who is not using any of the language, तो जिसमें C++ या Python कुछ भी नहीं आया, that means except these regions, so these 3 regions, right? There cannot be any person, isn't it? So there certainly must be 0. Is that clear? Let me repeat once again. It says each student used at least one language between C++ and Python. So that means every person has used at least one language. So outside the region of these two sets belonging to languages, so basically these 3 parts, they certainly must not have any student, right? So I can safely put 0, 0, 0 here. Is that okay? ठीक है ना? Let's proceed further. Moving to the next sentence now. So this and had at least one code editing software among VS Code and Jupyter. So same thing is being said about these codes also. So that means all the students must be having at least one of these 2 codes. That means these 3 regions again, which are not having any of the coding softwares. So there also cannot be any student. So that is also certainly 0, 0, 0. So basically these are the 9 boxes where we need to put numbers. The other outside boxes are certainly, outer regions are having 0 certainly. ठीक है ना? I hope it is very clear to all of you. So this we have used till this point, and moving further now, moving further to last sentence here, it says the following table provides the number of students for any combination of language and editing softwares that they use. Okay, so further information we need to take from this table now, right? Further information we need to take from this table. Let's try to read this table, what we can infer from this. Let us see. And okay, I'm using white only. We can fill any numbers if we say. So in this first column I have C++, and here also C++. So the combination of C++ basically, so this gives you the total number of students who are using this particular language. That's it, है ना? तो ये C++ वाला जो entire set है, certainly that total must be 161, right? So I'm putting 161 here, 161 along with the C++, because it is not the value in any one particular box. It is the value of sum of all these 8 regions, out of which 2 are already 0, that we already put. ठीक है ना? Let's move further using the same thing. So Python is also the complete total of the set of Python, that is 148. So Python के जो 8 boxes हैं, इनका sum would be 148. ये बात समझ में आ रही है ना? Is it okay? Is it okay to everyone? So this 148 students are belonging to Python. That means they are the total sum of the 8 regions here in the set of Python. Exactly same way for VS Code, this must be 174, right? And same way for Jupyter, it must be 160. So let me mention these numbers as well, 174 and 160. This is 174 and this is 160. Fine, that was a very simple thing. Okay. Let's move further. Samyak, I hope it is clear now, right? Okay, I'm moving further now. So what else? Okay, let's see in the first column only. So it says C++ and Python, that combination is 59. So basically C++ and Python, their common region would have a total of 59, है ना? C++ and Python. Let's see here. So C++ was this set and Python is this set. The common part is these 4, right? So their total must be how much? It is 59. It is 59. So let me put 59 here. So 59 is sum of these 4 boxes, out of which one box is already 0. Right? So it is both of them. So it is common to all these, both the sets C++ and Python. So this common is these 4 boxes here, 4 regions here, out of which one is already 0 and their sum is 59. Okay, so this part is also done. So let me put a tick here. We have used it. We have used this information. So still these 5 numbers are to be used. Other numbers we have already put there. है ना? आगे बढ़ते हैं. Making equations. Fahim, I would prefer not to make equations. हटाओ यार equation को. Let's see how whatever जितना ज़्यादा बच पाएंगे ना, to whatever extent we can be safeguard from equations, that would be better in my opinion. Let's move further. C++ and VS Code, that combination is 96. C++ and VS Code. If I check that, so C++ ये रहा, VS Code ये है. That means sum of these 4 boxes, that is 96. इसके लिए इक्वेशन लिखनी पड़ेगी, तो छोड़ते हैं इसको, बाद में देखेंगे. आगे चलते हैं. तो C++ and Jupyter also 121. So C++ and Jupyter. So these 4 boxes, it is 121. तो ये वाले boxes 96 थे, ये 121 है. I would prefer to leave it. I would prefer to leave it for the time being. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Python and VS Code, again similar situation. Python and VS Code is 113. So Python and VS Code, that means some of these 4 boxes, it is 113. Right? This is 113. एक बार छोड़ता हूं, इसको भी नहीं लिख रहा हूं. आगे बढ़ते हैं. 81. Python and Jupyter is a similar thing. Python and Jupyter, तो इन 4 boxes का, that is 81. बाद में देखेंगे. VS Code and Jupyter, let me write that. VS Code and Jupyter, that is 84. So VS Code and Jupyter, these are the 4 common boxes. Their sum is 84. Okay, let me write that. Let me write this value. This is 84. Okay, अब आगे देखते हैं हम आगे क्या करें. If I'm going to make equations, so there are going to be basically 9 variables, right? There are going to be 9 variables. Some are saying we can do VS Code and Jupyter. हाँ, VS Code and Jupyter मैंने लिख लिया. So if I'm going to put variables here, there are going to be 9 variables and there would be many equations which may become difficult to handle. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. कुछ तो करना ही पड़ेगा ना, कुछ तो करना ही होगा. तो क्या किया जाए? We have the value of these 4, we have value of these 4, we have value of these 4, we have value of these 4, right? That we have. This total also I have. Oh, see one thing. See, listen everyone. Yes, listen. Tick 84. Okay, tick 84. हमने 84 use कर लिया है. So I'm left with these 4 numbers. We are left with these 4 numbers still to be used. But see, I know that these 4 numbers depict one thing. And what do they depict? They depict some of these 4 boxes, these 4 boxes, these 4 boxes, these 4 boxes. है ना? In चारों numbers का, whatever numbers are remaining now, they are telling us the sum of these 4 boxes, then these 4 boxes, then sum of these 4 boxes and these 4 boxes. These numbers are remaining here. Now see here, everyone. Yes, Fahim, you also please see here. I will see these numbers afterwards. First see here. मैं इस तरफ आ जाऊंगा. ये यहीं पे रहता हूँ. एक बार सुनो ध्यान से. Listen carefully. Can you tell me what is the sum of all these numbers? Only these numbers. Basically C++ but not Python. Can you tell me what is the sum of these 4 numbers? Everyone, let me use a different color now. I'm using blue. Please tell me sum of these 4 numbers. 102, excellent. Yes, 161 minus 59. Very good. Very good. It's 102. Clear to everyone? Very nice. Very nice. So 161 minus 59, that is 102. So sum of these 4 boxes is 102. Let me write here. This is 102. Now you know that it is sum of these 4 boxes, right? Now out of these 4 boxes, 102, what I want you to do. Now please listen very carefully. We know some of these 4 boxes, right? We know some of these 4 boxes. Let me show you what I'm doing. So some of these 4 boxes, let's first identify that this is Python and VS Code, right? Python and VS Code. So that will give me some of these 4. How much it is? Let me see. मैं इनको बीच में लिख ही लूँ क्या वहाँ पे? Let me write those values. It would be easier. So Python and VS Code is 113. Let me write here. Python and VS Code, their common is 113. I'm writing it here. 113. I don't know whether it is visible or not. Let me write in smaller font. It's 113. So it's 113 sum of these 4 boxes. Okay, let's take it as Sudoku. That's a kind of Sudoku. Let me write all these values. So VS Code and C++, that was 96. VS Code and C++. So ये मैंने 113 गलत लिख दिया क्या? Python and VS Code is fine. Now C++ and VS Code. C++ and VS Code. Yes, here now. So this is 96. So this corner is 96. Okay, and Jupyter and C++. Jupyter here and C++. Then this corner, that is 121. And this last remaining number is Python and Jupyter is 81. So Python and Jupyter, that is this corner here, this is 81. Okay, done. No need to use the table anymore. Table ka kaam ho gaya, right? I don't need to see this table anymore. We have written all the numbers here. I don't need to see the table again. Whatever information was given in this table, we have put it in this our Venn diagram. Now let's try to identify from here. So we already seen that sum of these four numbers is 102. Acha, in this 102, remember this point, I have written that. So now this total was 174, out of which this is already 0, and these four are adding up to 113. Can you tell me what will be sum of these two? Listen again what I'm saying. I'm saying out of these 8 boxes here, 8 regions here, these two are already 0, right? These two are already 0. Sum of these 4 is 113. So can you tell me sum of these two? Because the total sum was known to us 174. That is very easy now. So 174 minus 113, kitna hota hai? It's not 209, Aryan. I hope you have understood carefully what I am asking. Yes, 174 minus 113, exactly. So 174 minus 113 kitna aega? It would be 61, right? Yes, 61, exactly. So sum of these two is 61. I'm using some different color now. Let me use which will be visible. White would be visible, I guess. So sum of these two is 61. So can you tell me this one? If sum of these two is 61, so how much would be this one? Remember the total was 102. So 102 minus 61 gives you 102 minus 61 would be how much? 41. Excellent. So that is your first deduction. Excellent. I haven't written any equation. Fahim, are you following that? Excellent. Fahim ne bhi kar liya. Good. We could have written variables. See, variables se yahi to likhna tha na. Variables se yahi sab to likhna tha. है ना? But variables at least make me confusing. I get confused with that. Itne sare variables, itni equations, it becomes troublesome. But what is supposed to be done is that only, that we can do without variables as well. Okay? Is that okay? This is 41. And I hope you have understood the process. In this manner, we can identify all other things. Let's continue now. Let's continue fast. अब आगे कौन सा identify करें? I think let's identify this one now by the same process. So this is 81. If I'm talking about this Jupyter, this was total 160. 160 में से ये 20 तो उड़ा देते हैं. This was 81. So what will be sum of these two? What will be sum of these two? Remember that this total was 160. Out of 160, this is 81. This is 81. So 160 minus 81 is how much? 79, right? Out of 79, this is already 41. Out of 79, this is already 41. So how much is this? So 79 minus 41, kitna hua? 38. Yes, 38. Excellent. Excellent. This comes out to be 38. I'm sure you're getting how to think and how to solve. And that's how you can do the questions very fast in least amount of time and with 100% confidence in your examination. That is the way to think. So of course, now you can figure out this number as well, because this total was 102. So 8 and 1 and 9 and 3 makes it 12. 12 ka 2, 1 carry, 1 and 4, 5, 5 and 3, 8, 8 and 2, 10. So this comes out to be 23, isn't it? So you have figured out all the numbers in this column. Interesting? ठीक है? Yes, 23 बचा था. Exactly. Exactly. Very nice. Very nice. Let's continue in some other direction. Now you suggest me कहाँ से कहाँ चलें? I think let's identify with this column now. With this column. So same way working with this part. This was total 174. So out of 174, this is 96, right? This is 96. अच्छा, by the way, first tell me इन चारों boxes का sum क्या बनेगा? That would be 148 minus 59. है ना? So 148 minus 59 would be the sum of these four boxes here, four regions. out of which 1 is already 0. So 148 minus 59 कितना हुआ? 148 minus 59. 89, I guess, right? Yes, 89. So this is 89. Now working with this 89, let's see what happens. So I'm talking of the same thing. So 174 minus 96 is the sum of these two, right? 174 minus 96 करो, देखो कितना आता है? 174 minus 96, 78. 78. So sum of these two is 78. So how much is this? Total was 89. Remember that. So 89 minus 78, that makes it 11. Right? 89 minus 78 is 11. So this comes out to be 11. Right? We are doing the same things. We are doing exactly the same things. Now, same way, I can identify this number as well and this number as well. Let's do that as well. So 160 may say, out of this 160 of Jupiter, this is 121. So 160 minus 121. Sum of these four is 121. So 160 minus 121 is how much? 39. Right? 160 minus 121 is 39. ठीक है ना? Now 39 minus 11 कितना बचा? 39 minus 11. This sum of these two is 39. So 39 minus 11 कितना बचा ये? 28. Right? 39 minus 11 is 28. Now this is 39. So this total was 89. So what is this value remaining? It's 50. This number here remaining is 50 now. Exactly. I haven't made any equation. You can see that. And we are doing the numbers. We are working with numbers very easily. 28 over 50. Exactly. Yes, Karan. Good. So we have made use of this this first column and then this third column in the same way in rows also. By using these numbers, we can identify other values as well. Let's do that part too. And for that, I guess we may need to write the sum of these four numbers. That's very easy. 174 minus 84 would be how much? 90, right? So sum of these four numbers is 90, and sum of these four numbers would be 160 minus 84. That is how much? 76, right? And this is already 84, so we can easily identify these numbers now. We just need to put the values. So out of 90, 50 is gone, 23 is gone, so 73 is gone. How much is remaining? 17, isn't it? This is 17. And out of 84, this is gone. How much is remaining? 8 and 8, 16 and 8 would end in 24. 24 ka 2, 2 and 2, 4 and 3, 7 and 1, 8. This is 18. And here this should be 76. So 1 plus 1, 2, 2 and 4 ends in 6. And then 4 plus 1, 5, 5 and 2 would end in 7. That's it. You got all the numbers. Right? I didn't make a single equation. Right? I didn't use a single variable. We just worked with numbers. We just worked with numbers. And it's you only who have answered all the numbers, right? Oh, my daughter also uses the word noise. And noisy noise. Good. And I'm really very happy that you are able to understand and solve it. Very nice. Yes, exactly just like Sudoku. अरे कितनी बार तो बोला Sudoku खेलो, Sudoku. Sudoku is a nice thing. It's really very good tool to develop your thought process, especially with numbers. Specifically with numbers. So we could have written variables and we could have written so many equations and we could have made the solution hell lengthy. But karna to finally yahi tha na. Using variables also we have to do the same things exactly. Right? Okay, I think we have identified all the things. By the way, we haven't made use of this term 250. इसका हमने कहीं use नहीं किया है. Let's check that whether it is matching or not. Or are there some students who doesn't fall in either of the category? I don't know. Let's verify that. Please verify. So उसको verify करने के लिए क्या करें? I think I would prefer to do this. So this is already 161. I'm writing that 161. So this is C++ entire is 161. Other than that, this 4 is 89. And this part is already 0. So let's add that. 910 ka 0, 1 carry, 7, 8, 15 ka 5, 2. Yes, it satisfies. It satisfies. Fine. It's verified. Badhiya hai. Excellent, Samyak. That would certainly help you. Akash Verma, I think we have solved this question either in mock solving class. Bhai, मैंने तो नहीं किया. I am solving it for the first time. And the way we have solved it now, this is certainly for the first time for me as well. Now see, Rick, are these cat level sets? मालूम नहीं भाई. No comments on that, Rick. See, when you are able to solve a question easily, then you doubt whether it is cat level or not. And otherwise, when you are not able to solve, then you think, is it beyond cat level? So I have said it earlier as well. I'm saying it once again. So never estimate the level of sets. Baba, increase your level so that everything appears easy to you. Okay? That would be a good situation. है ना? Okay. I hope you like that, Karan. Cat has no level. Exactly. Good. I hope you have understood the process, how we have worked. So basically, it's totally within your head only. सोचना कैसे? I am saying it repeatedly. आज की क्लास में I think मैं 3-4 बार तो बोल चुका हूँगा. The objective of practice is to develop the thought process. Right? That is the only objective. Just solving question is not the objective. When it is said na कि practice, 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 what is the meaning of practice? The purpose of practice is to develop the thought process. कि सोचना कैसे है? ठीक है? Satya, I have been solving questions for long. I told you, I also solved it for the very first time like this. So basic point is that कि मैं क्यों variables में फंसू यार? That was the thing ना. Okay, let's see questions now. Let's answer. Time is already running fast. Let's solve the questions now. So check out the questions. Is the first question. How many students used only Python and VS Code? Only Python and VS Code. You know the meaning of that. Only Python and VS Code. That means nothing else. It's 50, right? It's 50. Right. So let me mention there. So it's option A. Which color it is? White. Okay, chalega. It's 50. Option B. Let me write the top as well. So option B. We have got the answer for the first question. ठीक है? ठीक. Next, second पे चलते हैं. It says how many students used C++, Python and Jupyter. So we want the combination of all these three. C++, Python and Jupyter. By the way, they haven't used the word only. Right? It is doubtful. So it's not mentioned only, so it can include the fourth thing as well, right? So C++, Python and Jupyter certainly must be there. So C++, Python, Jupyter, let me see. C++, Python, Jupyter. C++, Python, that means out of these four, and Jupyter also. So Jupyter also means these two. So some of these two basically, right? So 18 plus 24, how much it is? It's 42. Right? 18 plus 24. It's not that only these three must be taken. I need to consider this one as well, which includes VS Code also. Because the only word was not there. So 18 plus 24, it is 42. Let me see the options. Yes, option C, 42. Yes, many of you are saying that. Very nice. So let me write that. Option C should be the right answer for the second question. Moving to the third. It says, how many? Yes, it's a trick question because of only, the word only. How many students use any three of C++, Python, VS Code and Jupyter? Now it's talking about exactly three, right? When it says any three, it means exactly three. Exactly three only. But exactly three, which combination? It could be any. Okay, let's get back to the table. We are talking about exactly three. Exactly three of कौन से हैं? So these four, you know that. So these are considered as exactly three, right? So exactly three, this combination, it has VS Code, C++ and Python, but not Jupyter. Same way, this is also belong to exactly three, this also belong to exactly three, and this also belong to exactly three. So we need to add these four. So करो भाई, कितना आता है? Now you can use calculator or whatever way you wish. It's coming out to be 107. Okay, let me check. 8 and 8. 8, 8, 16, 4, 20, 27 का 7. Yes, it's ending in 7. 20 and 27, 7. 2 is carry. And 2 and 1, 3 and 3 is 6 and 4, 10. Yes, it's 107. Right, 107. So it's option A. This was for the third question. Option A. And moving to the fourth one now. 1, 2, 3, 4. It says how many students used all four? I think it was 18. 18 था कि 24 था? All four. It's 18. All four is 18. It's the central one. It is the part of all the four sets. It's 18. So 18 was option number A. Okay, let me mention that as well. Option A. So B, C, A, and moving to the last question now. It says how many students use only C++ and Jupyter. Okay, C++ and Jupyter only. C++ and Jupyter. So C++ and Jupyter. So, but only we are talking about. So VS Code should not be there, and Python should also not be there. So 41 only, right? It's 41, right? So 41, and that is option number D. Badhiya. So we got all the answers. It is B, C, A, A, D. So these are the 5 answers for the 5 questions here. That's it. Fine. Urvashi is asking, please repeat question 2. Kya tha bhai? Let me see. Question 2 says, how many students used C++, Python and Jupyter? See, it did not use the word only. So when I say how many students use these 3 things, so there can be the student who are using C++, Python and Jupyter only, and it will include those students also who are using these 3 in addition with the 4th one, which was VS Code. So both of them are to be considered. Okay? Because it did not use the word only. So it is only asking about the students who are using these 3. So these students are also using these 3, and these students are also using these 3. Fine, that was the only difference there. Fine, good night, Hare Krishna. मेरे आंसर आ गए थे, सीक्वेंस इधर हो गया, बढ़िया, no issues, Aryan, very nice. Good night, sets were good, right? This credit goes to our content team. I'm just conveying their message to all of you. Approach के लिए, yes, I can be thanked for that. Indeed, दिमाग के दरवाजे खुल गए. Good, that's very nice. So my only suggestion to all of you is that don't feel like that I want to be confident in LRDI. It's not possible. It's not required also, right? So because CAT asks different kind of questions, you may get totally new kind of sets. That's a possible thing. And if you get something familiar, that is the advantage for you. Take benefit of that. ठीक है ना? So I hope you must have gained something from today's session, and I hope all of you to please write some good, nice comments in the chat here. Also, if possible, in our Facebook group. Fine. So that would encourage other students also to attend these sessions, to take benefit of that, and that will give a good feeling for you also that you have gained something, you have learned something. Okay? Thank you very much. Good night. And I wish to say one more thing. I told you that remember Srimad Bhagavatam verse. So don't forget to thank the Supreme Lord Krishna for that. And this is right now. This is a very nice time going on. It is the month of Kartik, which is also known as the month of Damodar. And in this month, it is going up to just 5th of November. Just maybe around 10-12 more days are there. So if possible for you, so please do visit your nearest any ISKCON center there, and you will be really be blessed to be there. Fine. So thank you, and I hope you will keep learning and remain positive. Be confident. Don't be overconfident. Hare Krishna. Oh, thank you, Sohail, for sure. Good night, everyone. Exactly, Piyush, certainly. Ajay, you will be getting scheduled for that. I don't think it will be every day, at least in the beginning. You will be having at least 2-3 sessions per week, and gradually it may increase. Yes, timing would remain the same. I hope so. But that entirely depends on our scheduling team. I can't be sure about that. But yes, you are going to get these sessions at regular intervals. Okay? Thank you once again. So I will be ending this live stream at this point of time. Thank you once again, everyone. Hare Krishna.